Guys, the Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new LEGO Jurassic World 2026 news video. And today, I'm going to show you guys all of the official set images for the new LEGO Jurassic World 2026 summer sets. So, these sets have been officially revealed since like 2 days ago. So, I am going to show you guys all of the sets that LEGO has officially revealed for this brand new wave. So, we're getting one set that's coming out in May, one is coming out on June the 1st, and a couple of sets on August the 1st. So we're going to take a look at every single image for all these different sets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. So let's take a quicker look at the sets that we've already took a look at since like a few days ago, a couple of days ago, and even last month. So let's start with this one. This is set 77984. This is the Jeep Wrangler set from the first Jurassic Park movie. It ages 18 plus, has 1,924 pieces in one minifigure. So like I said before, this is going to be a $200 set, and this looks pretty nice. So I love the build for the Wrangler itself, since again, I love the red and light gray color schemes for it, as I mentioned once I made a separate video of this set. So now we have HD pictures of it. So I'm going to show you guys just two pictures of the set itself, which is the main build along with the box, and the other one that is something that I didn't realize until now. So let's focus on this image right here. So we do get one minifigure, as I mentioned. We do get Dennis Nedry right here, since it has been 3 years since we've gotten a minifigure of him. So I love how they use the Miles Morales hood in yellow. And I love his face and torso printing, which looks pretty dang good. He does come with that shaving cream can and a stick that he uses in the film. And we did see that shaving cream can rolling down on the ground after, before or after Dennis was killed by that Dilophosaurus. But I love the little plaque that has the information of the car with the Jeep logo and the Jurassic Park logo. It says Jurassic Park Staff Jeep. I love the little E-Stock sign right here. It's like another side build with the leaves, the translucent and clear pieces to represent like the water. And I love the little sign of the map that shows like a boat and even the area of Esla Nublar, and it says E-Stock, and we have the little arrow. And I totally dig the detailing for the car right here, since I love the tires for it with the red color scheme. And we have the little license plate that says Jurassic Park 12, and there's the number 12 in the logo itself. I love that cloth piece representing like the hood of the car, and the headlights looks pretty great. And I love that little like wire piece for the build itself, and the windshield wipers are pretty good. Now, this is the other image that I wanted to show you, since this is something that I didn't realize until now once we got official pictures of this Mamma Jamma. So you can change up the hood for the car to like 4 different models of every one. So there's one for 10, 29, 18, and 12. So the one that we took a look at is the 12th model, which looks pretty good, and we had the rest of the sides of the other car for it, which is like the right side of it. And we have the different looks for the model itself. So I love the 10th model the most because it looks pretty dang good. We have those little crates, and also everything else for the build itself looks very fantastic in my opinion. And I know the ball joints are a part of it where you put that cloth piece on there, since I'm not a fan how they are like sticking out, but it's just a part of the build. But I love like the different looks for the 29th and the 18th model itself with the wiring piece. And yeah, it looks pretty dang good. But I honestly love the 10th model the most because it looks very awesome. And this is a pretty cool looking set. And it is coming out like May 7th. Next up, we have another D2C set. This is set 77985. This is the Triceratops dinosaur fossil. It ages 18 plus, has 1,154 pieces, and includes one minifigure too. And this set is going to come out on June the 1st and will retail for $200. So here we have the set itself. I know we did, what I meant to say is, I know I talked about this in the separate video since we have like some blurry images, but now we have the HD look for the set itself. So we do get Dr. Gary Harding for the very first time in the set, since we never have him as a minifigure before, since he looks pretty great. I love the face and torso printing. The cap piece looks pretty nice with that Jurassic Park logo on the center part of it with the pretty design, and we have the first aid kit and the flashlight. I love the build for the fossil itself, since I'm glad they're continuing on doing this, since they did release the T-Rex version of, well, the T-Rex set is what I meant to say, from last year, possibly in June, along with the rebirth sets. But I love the plaque right here in that golden look that says Jurassic Park Triceratops. And I love the display stand with the rocky details, and also like the plants and everything else with the water texture looks pretty good. And the fossil itself looks nice. I love how they use like the black pieces to like hold it properly, which looks pretty good. I love the ball joint look for the tail itself. I love how they use the Spider-Man web holder pieces in light tan, and the chisel pieces for the tail itself looks pretty good. I love the skull itself. It is pretty different than the one from like last year, as like a standalone set that has a like young tourist minifigure. So they changed up the design for the skull, which looks pretty good. And you can't like store like that green frog in its mouth, which we can see right now. And I love the ball joint look for the horns, and also everything else looks pretty good. So no, I talked about this in the separate video for this set, but at least it is a pretty nice 18 plus set for adult collectors. Next up, we have a Jurassic Park 3 set for the first time since in years. So this is at 77982. This is the Spinosaurus Dinosaur Escape. It ages 9 plus, as 802 pieces into minifigures, and this is a $75 set, and it is ridiculous. Why is this set $75? I mean, it has 802 pieces. Maybe they could just like trim it to like a $60 or possibly a $70 set, because 75, yeesh, it's too much. But this is a cool set, but again, I'm not a fan of the price, but I totally dig like the build for the Spinosaurus. And by the way, this is the entire front part of the box right here. It says, I love how they captured the design for it from the rebirth sets and added Rexy over here. But now for the set itself, we do get two builds, which is the gate and the Spinosaurus itself. And I rather prefer the molded look for the dinosaur itself. But again, I just totally did like the build itself for the box art and also everything else. We do get a little egg, and I love how they capture like the whole scene from the film with the background of the island itself. I love the box art for that. Here's the actual set itself, and let's talk about the minifigure. So we do get Billy for the first time, since he looks pretty great, since we never got him as a minifigure before, but this is like the first time we're having him as a minifigure in the set. So I love his torso printing. The face print is meh. Well, they did reuse it for Shang-Chi, Happy Hogan, and some of the other characters, but I love like the classy spiky hairpiece in dark brown. But at least it could work for the character. He does come with his satchel in black, and he has his phone. And we do get Alan Grant in this set, so I love like his different outfit that is based off of the film, which looks pretty good. He does come with his hat, and I love his face and torso printing, and he is in his like sand green motorcycle. That looks pretty good. I think it's like a sand green color or something else, but still it looks pretty good. I love the build for the gate itself. I love how they added Zane's shurikens in that silver color to represent like the spiky texture for it, and you can use the Spinosaurus to burst out the front part of the gate to recreate that action scene in the movie. We have a frog and that dinosaur egg, which looks pretty good, and the Spinosaurus, it's an interesting build, since I still love the colors for it with the red, the dark gray, and the dark tan. And I love the design for the legs and the claws and even the tail. So at least it is pretty fine for the way it is. It reminds me of Mecha Godzilla because how the build it turns out. But again, I rather prefer the dinosaur as like a molded look, since they did use a molded look of the Spinosaurus from the last year's rebirth set. But at least it is pretty fine for the way it is. I'll probably get this, while I still wish this set wasn't $75, because it's a bit too much, because I hate when how LEGO is being greedy with their freaking prices. But still, at least I totally dig the builds, and even the figures, they look pretty nice for the set itself. Next up, we have a set that is based off of the second Jurassic Park film, which is the Lost World film from like 1999. So this is at 77978. This is the young T-Rex transport truck. it ages 4 plus because this is a junior set, and it has 115 pieces, 1 dinosaur, and 2 figures. So this is going to be a $30 set, which is a bit too much because this set has 115 pieces and they could just trim it down like a $20 or $15 set, because these are the only prices that I am suggesting for this set. So love the box art. As I mentioned, we have a little island background in this little chasing with the ATV and the transport truck itself. And love the young T-Rex, which is a cute little dinosaur in my opinion. So I love this little like chasing going on in the film, since we do get 2 figures, which is Dr. Sarah Harding and Alan Grant. So we will talk about them in the next image after I talk about the box art. So yeah, I love the design for the box itself, since they captured that same design as the one that they did for the Rebirth sets from last year. So I totally dig that. Here's the actual set itself. And again, it's a freaking 4 plus set. It doesn't interest me that well, but still I love the little baby dinosaur, since they did reuse that body mold piece and even the head itself from the Spidey and his Amazing Friend set, but in a green color. So love that little design for the baby T-Rex, since I love how they added that tan jaw piece, and it reminds me of the one for the Velociraptors. And for the figures, we do get Dr. Sarah Harding, as I mentioned, for the very first time, since I thought it was Claire Deering, to be honest, why I've seen like the leaked pictures of this set back in March, which is in last month. So I totally love her face and torso printing, but the face is reused again for Pepper, Hermione, and some of the other characters. And we have that Pepper Pot style hair in red, which is I like to call it. And we do get Ian Malcolm right here, because I thought he reminds me of someone else, but at least he looks pretty good, since I love his face and torso printing. The hairpiece looks good. They totally captured Jeff Goldblum's likeness for that face print. And the builds, we have the ATV, which is a pretty nice little build that has the hot dog on the stick, which looks pretty funny in my opinion. And the transport truck, like I said, is fine. You can't remove that little cage piece to put the baby T-Rex in there. I love the Jurassic Park logo and the little storage area for the walkie-talkie, and it is a fine looking set. Next up, we have another 4 plus set. This is at 77981. This is the Velociraptor, Stegosaurus, and Pterodon Rescue. It ages 4 plus, as I mentioned already, and it has 171 pieces, includes 4 dinos and 2 minifigures. And this set is $50. I mean, why? Why is this set $50? They could just make it as like a little $20 set, because this set has 171 pieces for $50. That doesn't make any sense, Lego. I mean, come on. But I love the box art design, and I think this set is based off of Dominion, if I'm not mistaken, because it has the 2 figures from that movie. So at least this is a fine little set in my opinion. At least it's pretty cute, since I love the beautiful, nice look for the box art itself. And yeah, at least I totally dig everything else for the box right here, since now we can take a look at the actual set itself. So here it is. We do get the little area for the baby dino, since I love that little waterfall piece, and they did use the turd pieces for like whenever they are taking a huge dump. But still, I totally did like the little area for the build itself. We have a little x-ray area for like the Stegosaurus, and we do get some food like some fish, carrots, and a drumstick, and also a banana. And as for the minifigures, we do get 2 exclusive ones, which is Owen Grady. That is a brand new version of him. I feel like that's the look that we've seen Jurassic World Dominion in 4 years. So the face print is brand new. The hairpiece is nice. It is the same. And we do get a brand new torso printing for him. And honestly, I like this version of Owen. He looks pretty good in that outfit. And we do get Kayla Watts in this set too. And the look of the character looks so much better than the previous version from 4 years ago. Because I love how they made her jacket accurate to the way it is in the film. She is holding a little baby bottle for the dinosaurs. And the face printing for her looks great. And I'm glad they made her hairpiece way better, but I still wish they added like the honeycomb highlights to it because she did have that in the movie. So at least it looks pretty good. I love the little waterfall area, a little ladder, some leaves, and even like a little x-ray vision for one of the dinos if they are like having some problems going on. But I love the baby Pterodon, the Stegosaurus, and even the two raptors are pretty nice. I love how they use the Beta Raptor piece from the Dominion set in that blue color. It reminds me of that Avatar look because of the color for the baby dinosaur. But at least this is a fine set. They could have just done a way better job with the price, but at least it is fine for the way it is. Now let's take a look at the two sets that haven't been leaked and revealed just yet. So this is set 77977. This is the baby dinosaur Pterodon. It ages 7 plus as 373 pieces and will retail for $30. And this is a cute little set, and this is one of these other baby dinosaurs that Lego is making for the theme itself. So we have like the baby Bumpy set, the baby T-Rex, the last year's baby Dolores Aqualob set from Rebirth, and now this year we're getting the Pterodon. And the price sucks. $30 for a 373 piece set. They could just like make it like a, I don't know, a $20 or $25 set, because that's all I'm suggesting. But I love the beautiful artwork for the box art itself. It reminds me of that island from the Rebirth film, because how the way it turns out. And yeah, we do get like two builds, which is the dino itself and the squid. So yeah, I love the design for the box art. It looks so freaking good. And here's the build itself. Now, it is in that stand-up position because the one that I show you from the box is in that flight mode. Now it's in that like standing mode. So the baby Pterodon looks pretty cute, and I realized that those eyes are like reuses. The printed tiles for the eyes are like from the Aquab set, if I'm not mistaken, but it is pretty cute for the way it is, since I love the building techniques for the feet itself. I love how they use the chisel pieces for its cute little claws. And yeah, I just love like the building techniques, how they've done for the legs. And the wings look pretty good. The inner part is fine for both of them, but the top part looks pretty good. And that blue piece on top, you can't make it like fly into the air, like make the wings go up and down. And I love how they use like Wolverine's animanium claws as like its own claws. And I love how they added the dark blue Nexonite piece for the top part of the head. And we do get that little squid for the side build. That's like the creature's lunch. So yeah, I love the design for the little red squid. I thought it was like some crap, but no, it's a squid. Well, that is what I was thinking. So they use like the mech finger pieces for the little tentacles and the chisel pieces in red. So yeah, I'll see if I can pick this set up, but they could just trim the price down to like mostly $20, because 20 is better for like a 373 piece set. Well, even though it's 30, but again, I'm not how Lego is being greedy with their prices, but still it is pretty cute for the way it is. And here's the final set that I could be very interested in it. So this is set 77983. This is the Mosasaurus Dinosaur Boat Attack. It ages 7 plus as 703 pieces. It includes the Mosasaurus and 3 minifigures. And this set will be $100. Yeah, $100 for a 703 piece set. They could just make it like a $70 set. That would have been better, since the price for piece ratio has gone up, which is so annoying. But this set is very interesting in my opinion. So this is based off of Jurassic World Rebirth, the one of the Jurassic sequels that released last year in July. So know what y'all thinking? Like, didn't we just get well, let me rephrase my sentence. So did we just gotten a Mosasaurus set from that movie last year in June? Because they did make a brick build set for that movie, but at least this looks pretty awesome in my opinion. So we do get 3 figures from that film, which is Dr. Harry Loomis, Doug, and Zora Bennett. And I'm glad they're bringing back the molded piece for the Mosasaurus for this wave. So I love the box surfaces. I love like the little attack scene going on in the film. We have the helicopter, this little like underwater drone, excuse me, and we have the boat itself. So yeah, I totally dig the box art for this set. It looks freaking cool in my opinion. And here's the actual set itself. So I want to talk about the Mosasaurus. So it looks pretty cool since I'm glad LEGO is bringing back the molded piece for the creature itself. But I love the colors for it, and I'm not a fan of it because the color scheme for the Mosasaurus is inaccurate, because in the movie it was in that brown, white, and green color scheme for it, since they could just stick it with that, like how they did with the Brick Bell version from last year. But I love the fins, and the jaw looks pretty good, and I love like the scaling detailing for its back and the tail. It looks pretty nice for what you're getting. As for the minifigures, you do get 3 of them, which is Zora Bennett, which is Scarlett Johansson's character. And I feel like they reused like the torso printing from the last year's the rebirth sets for that movie, and the leg printing is slightly different, but the face print is the same, we all know that. But I love the hair and hat combo piece with that ponytail and that black cap, which looks pretty good. We do get Dr. Henry Loomis right here, since I feel like that version is slightly new, but it looks the same to me from the last year's sets. But the face printing is the same, and so is the hairpiece and the torso. I love that little tracker that he is holding. But Duncan, on the other hand, holy crap, they really cooked it with this minifigure, since I noticed he has dual molded legs with his shorts and his feet. The torso printing looks awesome. The face print is fantastic, and we have that like little beanie hat that he is wearing in dark green. So it looks pretty good. The minifigure looks great. They totally cooked it with him. I love the builds for the underwater drone, which looks pretty nice for what you're getting, since I love how they use the steering wheel pieces as like the little fin designs, and we had the robotic arms, and we have the helicopter that has the Jurassic World logo, and the boat looks pretty solid for the way it is. It is in that small look, and we do get that little crane piece that's like for the drone, and yeah, it is pretty fine for what you're getting. It is like slightly accurate to the way it is in the film, but at least it's a little spacious for what you're seeing. But at least it is a pretty awesome set. I'll see if I can get this, because I wanted to get that molded Mosasaurus dinosaur into my collection. So there you guys have it. These are all the sets for the new LEGO Jurassic World Summer 2026 wave. So a couple of these sets will release on August the 1st, as I mentioned, since last month. And the other 2 sets are going to release in 1 month, which is the Jeep Wrangler and the Triceratops fossil will come out on June the 1st, which is the beginning of my birthday month. So I'll see if I could pick some of these sets up. Some of these prices could have been better, because I hate how LEGO is being too greedy with them, because it keeps going up, which is really annoying. But still, at least some of these sets give me my best interest. And again, I'll see if I could pick some of them up to build and review here on the channel. Well, mostly reviewing them, since that's what I always do. But anyways, this is a pretty nice little wave, and it looks pretty cool for the way we see it for the lineup itself. So I don't have anything else to say about this brand new wave for these sets, but that is all I've done so far for them. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell, the same button, and don't forget to Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about these sets for the lineup. I'll see you later.